Yoga for pain management is the subject.
Sorry.
Practicing yoga has the opposite effect on the brain as does chronic pain, which means you can cure chronic pain with yoga. Yeah, it's a statement from a director from NIH. Tons of research. When I say tons of research, in fact, I sent an article to Dawn yesterday, which is a 20-page document. Of that, 5 pages only talk about references to various pain-related researchers and what protocols to use to manage those things. Okay, so that's a thing. And I'm going to give you some quick references from where you can get all this information online at free of cost. This source, you will get a presentation. Don't worry about taking photographs.
No, I'm taking
Yeah,
photos
he will send it
for
across.
the program.
Me?
Yes.
I'm not that
As a
handsome.
speaker.
So this one, along with the other attachment I sent, you can distribute to everybody. Okay, I put in some effort to create them for your benefit.
Thank you.
Okay, it's your tax money, which has gone to NHS, which NHS in turn spent that money to build these resources. So rightfully it is yours. Okay, I'm not doing you any favor. Very good book. His name is, Dr. McCall. He's from Harvard. He got into yoga and he got too deep into yoga. So he has collected how yoga can help for 117 disorders. Yeah, here we are talking about right from alcoholism, insomnia, lymphedema, a lot of ladies, menopausal problems. I want to share this information with you. This is scientific evidence based. Yoga for older adult, so huge subject. When I say huge subject, it's a huge subject. We see older adults as non-performing assets. NPA, that's the right term for it. But they are the most valuable, precious piece. Am I right? With so much of wisdom, with so much of experience. And with that, they have, nicely put, they have Midas touch. They touch, all the worries evaporate. You go to your granny or grandpa, they don't do anything, just they give you a hug, they smile, they touch. All our problems evaporate. We don't know how. They are performing assets, very precious assets. That content is there. This is Yoga Lens website, has tons of research. They are the largest authority in the world as far as yoga is concerned. They have, depression in yoga, yoga in schools, yoga in immune systems, like that, cardiovascular systems, everything is research. Next one is one of the most popular podcasters. He's from Stanford University. You should listen to him if you have not listened to him. Big time yoga practitioner, but one of the top researchers in the world. He basically has taken the yoga techniques. You said something?
I said I listened to him.
You listen to him? Absolutely scientific. And he has taken some of the yoga techniques and further developed them. His method is NSDR, non-sleep deep rest. Excellent for all of us. We are all overworked. Some of us do double duty, triple duty. His NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, can make you feel in 10 minutes as if you have slept for 8 hours. It's a simple breathing technique. It's called Yoga Nidra. N-I-D-R-A. Yoga Nidra. He basically translated it. He claims it. He says very openly. It's a good old technique we are using. Very good book in case if you are scientifically interested. All of us are very well educated. Refer to this book. It's an expensive book, but explains how yoga scientifically works. I'll talk about this a little later. This is in simple about yoga. If you know this chart, you know yoga. It's as simple as this. So 15,000 years of existence of yoga, the very first person who taught yoga was, officially on paper 15. Human beings are supposed to have been existing for the last 330,000 years. Unfortunately, we do not have a history between 330,000 years to 15,000 years. At least for the 15,000 years, there is some history available of yoga. Though 15,000 years old, it is not ancient. As on today, NIH spends close to about $700 million on yoga research alone. I'm talking about only NIH. There are other research work happening. For example, my research work at St. Joseph's University Hospital or Bergen Newbridge Hospital, where we are talking about various techniques for depression, for adults, for senior adults, for adolescents, are not covered by NIH. Okay, so there is extensive research happening in this space. So let me go back and talk about two things. I know I have 4 minutes. So in 4 minutes, I need to cover this. Very easy. A human body has 5 layers. When I say 5 layers, the first level is physical body. We have our sense. So the physical body, the sensors. When I say sensors, I'm talking about 5 components, the animalish components. Layer is your intellect layer. The most precious cognitive layer, which no other creature has, only we human beings have it. Recognize that all the time, and that is very unique for only to yourself. Billions of planets, only one livable planet here. 8.7 million creatures, only one creature like us. 7 billion people, 330,000 years of human beings living. There was nobody like you, and there will be nobody like you ever. You are a unique piece. If somebody says you are different, that's normal. You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
If they say you are not normal, they are telling the fact. Oh, I'm not normal, I'm different. I'm unique. That is my preciseness. That has to be up all the time. That is intellect layer. Then comes the third layer, the messed up layer, the mind layer, where emotions play a role. So if your intellect layer is up and your emotions layers are down, like for example, yesterday we were doing some exercise with people. I told them, distance yourself from your mind, see your mind as a screen, and see what is playing on your mind. Look at the game that it is being played. You can see them on my YouTube channel. Patients, about 20 of them, in St. Joseph's University Hospital. We're dealing with them. It's a group session. Their response is very interesting, am I right? So you watch yourself. So when you see yourself, like for example, you see me drunk, you will walk up to me and tell me, Ramki, come on, stop drinking. Because you care for me, am I right? But can I see myself? So yoga gives you that intellect. You understand what I mean? That is something that yoga gives you. It's not come out of some kind of a research. It's been practiced over thousands and thousands of years. Am I falling for this? How can I escape from this? Divine, greatest way to escape from these kind of disorders. So yoga at this level, at the middle level, empowers you to be in that particular. The fourth layer is energy, we call it chakra movements, and the last one is the animalish behavior. And how do we do this? It's a simple chart that you need to remember. It's called 8 layers. There are different types of yogas. Believe me, if the psychology, psychiatry is about 80 years old and it has so much of information in the last 80 years, yoga is probably 15,000 years old and global. You can imagine the amount of knowledge available. What I'm giving you is a very simple tool that you can follow. Be disciplined. Don't be violent. Don't show middle finger. Even if somebody shows middle finger, don't react. Tell the truth. Don't steal. Be with one partner. Monogamy is single partner. Okay? Be generous. Whatever you have, share. Even love you can share. You don't have to pay dollars out of your pocket or something like that. Then be clean. Be contented. Be put in efforts passionately. Whatever we do, even if you are eating, pay attention to the food. Okay? Then self-assessment. Constantly reevaluate yourself and be devoted. Anything that you can be devoted. You can be devoted to your child. You can be devoted to your profession. You can be devoted to God. The devotion does not stop with anything. You can be devoted to I don't want to get into some examples. Some may feel offended, but you can be devoted to whatever you can be devoted to. These are the 2 layers or foundation layers of yoga. So if you want to achieve something big, if you are a violent guy, the probability of you getting there is not there. Remember that. So the ethics and morals are the foundation starting points of yoga. I thought yoga is all about stretching, meditation, mindfulness. Where are you coming from? We know this. We heard it when we were in kindergarten. No different. It's the same. Then comes the physical yoga, the postures, the breathing, and most importantly, sensory yoga. We'll talk about it briefly. Next one is mindfulness and meditation, 2 different subjects. When you reach it, you come to the topmost layer. It's called self-actualization. At that stage, nothing can rock. Like we did this exercise yesterday. Smokers, I told them keep the cigarette and lighter. Distance yourself from that. I'm not smoked, I won't smoke. Leave it like that. Assuming that you are not going to smoke, what happens? So you exercise that control. Last point from my side, is yoga cure for long term? Like for example, most of the psychiatric medications take few weeks to kick in. Am I right to say that? Am I allowed to say that? Thank you. The psychiatrists are I'm a little scared. Can yoga be chronic? Sorry, acute. Can that solve my problem now? I'm anxious, I'm restless, I'm depressed. I have SI. Can it help me now? The answer is yes. Published research report done in Bergen New Bridge Hospital. In 45 minutes, not only it's various conditions, it's a co-occurring unit. So people with multiple mental health disorders, also with multiple alcohol, other substance disorder, living together, messy environment. Not only they came down to normalcy in 45 minutes, that effect lasts for 24 hours. With that, I stop. Thank you for listening to me.